Hey, everybody. We're live at Paste Studios right now with Lucie Silvas. Lucie, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, absolutely. We're stoked to have you here in the Vibey tape room. We had you in the big, awesome TV production studio downstairs last time, but thanks for joining us here in the tape library.
Seriously cool. Really cool. And I almost wish this was my house, but I don't have anything like this in my house, not even books, because it takes me 7 years to read one book. So
I do sleep here from time to time. This is kind of about 1/30th of the time this is my house.
That's great. That's really cool.
Thank you so much for coming here and doing this. You're going to do 4 songs off of E.G.O, which it's out right now on Furthest Point, 30 Tigers. Mm-hmm. We're going to hear 4 songs from it today. Can you tell us what you're going to start out with?
Yes. We're going to start with the song that came out most recently. This is called Black Jeans. That look in your eyes that says you got me figured out, like a stereotype. There's plenty of us in this town. Ain't no consolation prize. I hate it when you size me up. Oh, it's about time you see me with my cards faced up, when I'm wearing my black jeans. Maybe you won't even recognize me, and you know that I won't just take a back seat. There's a side of me that needs reminding, and that's what makes me feel alive. In my black jeans, Thank you.
All right, thank you. That sounds great, and you sound great together. Can we introduce everybody?
Yes, this is Mr. John Green to my left, who actually lives in London, is here all the way from there. He's produced the new record, E.G.O. Not only that, he's an incredible songwriter and producer. We also grew up together. We met when I was 15, he was 14, or something like that, we grew up together in the UK and sort of ended up touring together a little bit. And but this was really the first album we ever worked on together, E.G.O, and we recorded it in Nashville together, which is really great. And now he's here playing bass, and he played bass on the record as well, which is cool.
Right.
And then we have Danny Young behind me with this incredibly cool, glittery, cool studded. No, wait a minute. What's that? Whatever that is. Snare drum. Whatever that thing is. No, I mean the pattern. But that's Danny Young behind me, drummer extraordinaire from Nashville, and Pete Ferguson on guitar. We've been touring together. We've done a bunch of shows together so far, and so it's cool to do the stripped down setup for you guys.
Yeah, well, it sounds outstanding. So thank you all,
Thank you. Thank you
Danny,
very
John,
much.
Pete, and Lucy for coming and doing this.
Yes, of course. It's a pleasure.
Can we talk a little bit about how the stripped down setting for this library that we're playing in differs from what people hear on the arrangement of E.G.O, the album?
The album is I'd say that it's an eclectic mix of things, because sometimes the production is very big and it's got big string arrangements on some of these songs. It does have, for Black Jeans and the next song that we're going to play, it does have that sort of almost Laurel Canyon vibe to it. It has a big sort of lush sound to it, and then some of them are quite gritty. They're minimal, and they have it's very guitar based, but it has a lot of piano. Piano's the main thing that I play, and so even though they're stripped down versions, there's times when I just play all these songs alone as well. So it definitely lends to any which way you can hear it. But the album itself has almost a cinematic feel to some of these. Yeah.
Well, it sounds outstanding here in this setting, so thanks for bringing it here today. Can you tell us what you're going to play second off of E.G.O?
I would love to play the song Girls from California. This is truly one of my favorite songs. It is one of the most fun to record. Obviously, as I said, we recorded it in Nashville, and the strings were arranged and played by an amazing musician called Davide Rossi, and he recorded them in Denmark, right? He did the strings in Denmark, sent them back to us in Nashville, and but this is our stripped down version of Girls from California.
Right.
Yes, hands in. Maybe it rains too much where I'm from. Maybe he thinks I'm not his kind of fun. Maybe the stars won't align, or they don't wanna shine on me. I don't wanna roll with the wind like the waves. I'm only warm on a cold winter's day. No matter how hard I try, nothing like he wants me to be. Oh, he only wants those girls from California. Those kind of girls. Beach blanket dolls that'll carry his heart away. He only wants those kind of girls. With blue eyes, gold in her hair, sun on her skin like it's always been there. He only wants those girls from California. Those kind of California. Na 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 na. And if I could see myself playing the part, I'd light him up like Hollywood Boulevard. I put the salt in the sweet, put the street lights to sleep for a while. Oh, maybe it's oceans that keep us apart. Maybe he's just too afraid of the dark. 'Cause when he walks around, there is never a cloud in the sky. Oh no, he only wants those girls from California. He only wants those kind of girls. Beach blanket dolls that'll carry his heart away. He wants those kind of girls. With blue eyes, gold in her hair, sun on her skin like it's always been there. He only wants those girls from California. He only wants those kind of girls. Oh, he only wants those girls from California. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very
to
much.
anybody watching.
Sounded great. Can we get a little bit more into your influence? You started talking a little bit about the Laurel Canyon vibe, which is clearly on display for the first two songs we've heard so far, and which is, I mean, this room is so applicable to have that conversation. You're sitting in front of the Carole King tapes, and in front of the Fleetwood Mac tapes, and in front of the, the Linda Ronstadt and all that kind of stuff. But
It's so perfect, and those are some of my heroes there. And I grew up with quite an eclectic taste in music. I would listen to Carole King's records religiously, and she was kind of one of the first people that made me want to be a songwriter, because I grew up listening to singers and like Aretha Franklin or the Staple Singers or even Jackie Wilson and people like that. And yet when I heard James Taylor and Carole King and all the crew of people, it kind of made me think, well, an instrument didn't necessarily come naturally to me. So the only way I could really play piano was to write my own songs. On piano, I couldn't read music. And Carole King's songs were so hard hitting and yet so simple and so direct. And it just inspired me to just try and, be a songwriter and write the best songs I could with what I felt was limited. I was limited as a musician at that time. I never played guitar and everything. So she was totally one of my heroes. And with this album, all those influences kind of come in. Even with E.G.O, that has kind of got more of a gritty, rocky feel to it, but it's still very grassroots. It's really, I'd been listening even that week to Jimi Hendrix and hearing some of those gritty bass lines, but just very minimal and just an electric guitar on top, and the whole song's one chord. And in the essence of even Fleetwood Mac with Black Jeans, there's pretty much, for the most part, two chords in the whole song. And it's very simple, and yet hopefully puts across the message that I'm trying to put across.
yeah, well, I think it does that. I think you've made a lot of good decisions in terms of all the thousands of decisions that came together to make E.G.O what it is. Hopefully everyone who is watching, listening to this live stream right now is able to check out the album. It's out right now on Furthest Point, 30 Tigers, and you're going to be many places out in the wild playing it. You're going to be at Irving Plaza tomorrow
Yes.
with Tom Odell. Then you're Brighton Music Hall in Allston, Mass on Wednesday.
That's right.
And all the dates are up at luciesilvas.com. So hopefully everyone is able to check you out live, because it is a treat.
Thank you so much. And this tour is so much fun, and we get to play together, the band, tomorrow, and then some of the other dates I'm solo, just playing piano for a set on some of these dates, which has been a completely new experience for me, a new experiment. And I miss the guys looking over and they're not there. I'm like thinking about getting
cardboard cutouts of them to put on stage. It is totally creepy. You're like, wait a minute, can I draw my own? But yeah, it's been so much fun. It's nice to play these songs live in different capacities, and at the end of the day, what really matters is the songs, and the sound is one of my favorite things about it, and it definitely gives E.G.O. that that identity, but the songs are the songs, so I like to be able to play them in any which way I can. So
nice. Well, thank you for bringing them here today. Can you tell us what you're going to do third off of E.G.O?
So this is going to be the title track to E.G.O, which is E.G.O, and such a fun song. Really, I wrote this at the time with two of my friends in Nashville called Natalie Hemby and Elise Hayes, and I remember we were talking about the way the world is and our place in it, and how we sometimes complain about it and then we get all hypocritical about it and start playing our part in it as well, in some things that can not matter, and you buy into the kind of shallow nature of things sometimes, and that was really what E.G.O is about. So this is E.G.O. I hope it's okay to take this off. Okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, oh.
How can you help me? How does it help you? Show me your resume and I'll show you mine too. I wanna be celebrated, lit up on the marquee, but it's overrated, and we think it's everything. I drink the Kool-Aid, you're drinking mine too. Why do we exaggerate? You're the greatest, I'm the greatest. Everybody gets off on the fame and the glory, trying to chase something lonely. We wanna be loved, we want it right now. Everybody gets off on the size of a trophy, on the high that we don't need. Once you go up, you never come down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be a hot shot, I wanna have some fun. We don't care how we get to the top, we just wanna be someone. I don't get hungry, 'cause I'm always full of myself. It sounds so ugly. I'm the greatest, you're the greatest. And everybody gets off on the fame and the glory, trying to chase something lonely. We wanna be loved, we want it right now. Everybody gets off on the size of a trophy, on a high that we don't need. Once you go up, you never come down. Oh, 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 oh. And everybody gets off. Aren't you glad you know me? Aren't you glad you know me? Look at me now, look at me now. Aren't you glad you know me? Aren't you glad you know me? Aren't you glad you know me? Look at me now, look at me now. Yeah.
Everybody gets off
on the fame and the glory, trying to chase something lonely. We wanna be loved, we want it right now. Everybody gets off on the size of a trophy, on the high that we don't need. Once you go up, you never come down. Oh, 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 oh. And everybody gets off. Oh, oh, oh. And everybody gets off. on the fame and the glory, on the vibe that we don't need. Yeah. And everybody gets off on the fame and the glory, on the high that we don't need. Yeah. So much fun.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, everything, everywhere. Oh my God.
That's all right. That is not the first nor the last thing that's going to be spilled on this carpet. Man, thank you so much. Sounded outstanding. Happy Monday to everybody. Thanks for starting out our week this way.
Thank you for having me. This is a great way to start the week, and I really appreciate everyone watching and joining us. This is really fun for us.
Yeah, good. I'm glad it's as fun for you guys to play it as it is to sit here and be this studio audience that just barely outnumbers the band and enjoy it. And so we're going to shift gears a bit, and we'll do a solo piece that kind of matches at least some of the upcoming shows that you have happening this spring and summer.
For sure, yeah. This is, again, it's like one of those things. I love to play with these. It's so much fun to have them around me, and then sometimes it just gets back to the songwriting of playing and singing the songs that you wrote stripped down. So it's lovely to be able to do this as well. But this next song is called "Change My Mind." It really is such a poignant and important song for me because I was always really afraid of losing my independence, and as a woman in this day and age, you want to have that strength and independence, but you shouldn't have to lose that if you're with the right person. And that's what I kind of came to and why I wrote the song. And also for the reason that it's very pertinent to be able to change your mind about something, whatever it is. If you're so set in your ways and you don't want to be open to changing it, then you can't learn anything. And really this song opens up that lyrically for me. So this is called Change My Mind. It's really weird that you guys... Anyway. Sorry. Hi. I've never really wanted to grow up, 'cause what if magic only happens when you're young? And I don't believe that stars can align till somebody comes to change my mind. I've never been one to settle down, and you won't catch my gypsy heart sticking around, 'cause I've gotta keep moving to feel alive till somebody comes to change my mind. Until somebody says I love you and the earth cracks where you're standing, and you find all the answers to the questions you've been asking. I don't know if that exists for me, but I'll keep looking till I find somebody to come and change my mind. You're never gonna see my vulnerability, oh, 'cause letting your guard down only makes you weak, and love takes second place next to my pride till somebody comes to change my mind. Until somebody says I love you and the earth cracks where you're standing, and you find all the answers to the questions you've been asking. I don't know if that exists for me, but I'll keep looking till I find somebody to come and change my mind. Oh,
I'll keep looking till I find somebody to come and change my mind. Somebody come and change my mind. Oh, change my mind. Oh, change my mind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
All right. That was great. Thank you so much for coming by and playing 4 songs. Those were all off of E.G.O, which is out right now on Furthest Point, 30 Tigers. And you're going to be at Irving Plaza tomorrow night, Brighton Music Hall in Allston, Mass. Day after tomorrow. Yes. All the dates are up at luciesilvas.com. There's dates announced with Hart and Sheryl Crow in July, which will be a ton of fun. Yeah. And so enjoy all of them. Please travel safely and best of luck on the album. And we'll stay tuned for what's next. We'll be here doing this. So hopefully we see you here in this room
I hope so.
or one of the others.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for having all of us. I appreciate it.
Right. Thank you guys.